Hey everybody, good morning. Hope you had a nice Easter weekend. I'm just getting started this morning, out on my way. Everything went well around here this weekend. It was nice and mostly peaceful for the most part. And I did have to listen to a bunch of kids playing, but actually they had a good time and it did make me smile a little bit. And I'm not a kid person, so that's why I tell you all that. I generally like peace and quiet, but it was nice yesterday. And so that was really nice. I enjoyed that. The kiddos, they had fun. We went out and played numerous times because it was a beautiful sunny day. And I am so happy that spring is here. And I just can't say how happy I am about that. So now that I'm getting ready to come off of my little drive in my side street here, I better pay attention to what I'm doing. But I'll pull this up and put it in front just so the seatbelt police don't have to feel like they need to comment to me. And let's go. So it's Monday. Things are kind of, I don't know how to explain it. With the gig work, like Spark in particular, it seems to be really up and down. Now this past week was the latter part of the week. It was pretty busy, but that was because Easter was coming. So I don't know how this week's gonna be. I'm hoping it's gonna be good, you know. So we'll see what happens, and we'll just go from there, you know. So what else did I want to tell you today? There was something I was going to tell you guys. Oh, I know what it is. You know that my van is done. And I had contemplated, you know, getting it checked out officially at the shop to see what was wrong and how much it might cost to fix. But I don't think I'm even going to go that route. I think I'm just going to sell it for junk and go in another direction. Now, I'm not going to, I don't know for sure. Nothing's ever for sure, you know, never say never. It's not looking promising for any type of road trip this year or this coming winter. However, I am going to, little by little, and I know I've said this, but I plan on hopefully this week getting some insulation from Home Depot and starting at least to insulate my trailer. And I may have a line on another vehicle, cheap. And we'll see what happens. I'm not for sure yet, but my nephew has just got a used Nissan Pathfinder. It's the big one, you know, and anyway, it has a towing capacity of 6,000 pounds, whereas my van only could tow 3,600. Anyway, he only bought this for the interim between having something to drive because he needs to repair the engine in his pickup truck. So once he gets that repaired, he's not going to need that Nissan anymore. And I told him to please give me first dibs on it, you know. Now, it does have high mileage, but it's in overall fairly good shape. So I don't know. I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but it is something to think about. And I could get it really cheap, you know. I mean, when I say really cheap, I'm talking probably hundreds, not thousands. So, we'll see. I mean, and I'm guessing on that. He told me yesterday, he said, well, I'm not going to want much for it. I'm like, okay, good. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that. But that gave me a little spark of enthusiasm again, you know, because to be real honest, you know, one of the reasons you haven't seen as many videos is because I've been kind of down in the dumps since my van got sick. And, you know, just knowing that I had nothing to tow my trailer with and all that stuff. So it was kind of hard to make a video when I was feeling kind of dumpy. But anyway, so we'll see what happens with this. Hopefully it's not going to be long, and I will know for sure. I'll know sometime this summer whether I'm going to get that or possibly something else. But so anyway, I guess I'm just rattling on here this morning. But if you notice, see, I'm holding this. This is why I don't like the seat belts, because even on their lowest setting, I spend more time messing with this thing than I do anything else, and it's very distracting sometimes. And I think that's more dangerous than not wearing it. But I just put this part across the front so all my YouTube police people don't come on and tell me what a bad person I am for not wearing it. So anyway, how do I go from one thing to another? I'm a scatterbrain. Okay, so I'll let you all know about that as soon as I find out for sure. Of course, it's going to depend on what kind of condition it's in when he's done with it, because I don't want to buy something that's just ready to fall apart. Anyway, just something that's in my mind and what's going on here. And I hope you guys all had a nice weekend. Like I said, I'm going out here. I'm about halfway to the store right now. And we'll see what happens today. Maybe I'll take you along on a ride if I get a nice scenic trip somewhere. So I will be back later. Okay, so I just delivered my first order of the day. It had 3 drop-offs on it. And it was a good one. There wasn't anything heavy. And paid me a little over $46 to go 15 miles. So I'm on my way back to the store now. And I'll have 13 miles back to the store. So I'll have less than 30 miles in for the $46. So I think that's a pretty good one. And I just thought I'd turn the camera on and let you see some of the countryside on the way back. So here you go. I know this isn't very scenic right here, but for anybody who hasn't seen it, I guess you might be interested if you're not from an area that looks like this. Now this overpass we're going to go under, it's a train that runs across the top of it, but these old stone structures like this, the overpass, I think they were so cool. They built them way back in the, oh gosh, I don't know, probably 100 years ago or so. And I just think they're kind of cool. So this is a little town. I guess they consider it Summerhill here. And kind of a little dinky town. So all I need is another trip like that, and I'll have a pretty good day. So I'm hoping I can get another one. There were really good tips on that one that I just delivered, and which is really nice, because it does go back and forth all the time. I'm always having people asking me around here, oh, maybe I should do that. Can you make good money? And I'm like, well, yes and no. I mean, some days are fabulous. Some weeks are fabulous. But then there's other times that I'll sit there and I'll reject more orders than I take, and I do more time sitting in the parking lot waiting for a good one than I do delivering. So it goes back and forth, you know. Anyway, it's supposed to be nice here today, and partly sunny, partly cloudy, it is kind of partly cloudy right now, but it's supposed to be in the high 60s, which will be nice. Hoping it does pick up and get busier all the time, you know, and because I need to make as much as I can before the snow starts flying. That way, if I stay home because of weather, I won't have to worry about the bills, you know. I'm trying to pay off as much as I can this summer, which it all looks good on paper, but sometimes it don't work out that way. But then sometimes it does. Alrighty. I guess that's, I don't know, honestly, I don't know what I was going to say next. Sometimes I'm really a scatterbrain, you know. But I do appreciate you guys riding along with me. Alright, I'll be back with you in a little while. Okay, well, I'm really glad that I got that good order this morning. It's been kind of non-existent since then. Me and a couple other Spark drivers are sitting around just kind of twiddling our thumbs waiting for something to come out, something to happen. So that's what I was talking about. You know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it just isn't. And right now it seems to have petered out for the day. I don't know what's going on, but other than it's really windy outside. But I'm sitting here just kind of still sipping on my coffee. I shouldn't be drinking it this late in the morning. It's like 10 o'clock, I believe. But I'll just sit here and finish my coffee, wait and see what happens. I have 2 more hours I can work. I have to do something this afternoon. So I guess that's where I'll leave it for today. It's going to be a good day, whether I get another trip or not. I hope you guys are all having a really nice day. And, you know, just remember, it always gets better. Sooner or later, it always gets better. So, you know, whatever we're going through or that we have to deal with, God always makes a way for that. So with that, I'm going to end the video here today, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.